Greetings, warriors! My name's Pretty, and welcome back to the next episode of this mini-series, Resplendent Review. This episode, we're going to be focusing on Embla. If you haven't watched my previous episodes, or episode at this time, and future episodes, there should be a card in the upper hand corner. Just to reiterate a couple of things that I said in the first video is, 1, these are all my personal opinions. They're not objective truths. 2, I'm not talking about the art style or the art improvement. I am just strictly talking about designs. 3, how well the designs fit into the world. In this video, we're talking about Embla. So, let's just dive into it. Let's see how these resplendent heroes fit into the world of Embla. The dark side of Asker. I mean, yes and no. There's a lot of similar design aspects to Embla with Asker. As you can see, I've got my little graphic here again to talk about the Embla designs. So, pretty much black, a lot of vampy colors. By vampy colors, I'm meaning lots of dark reds, lots of dark purples, something that you would associate with, well, a vampire or Gothic era type stuff. And then gold, which will be a trend. A lot of these designs have gold. A lot of them. Anyways, the key important features, I think, for Embla is their silhouette. If you take a look at both Veronica and Bruno, they got a big silhouette. So Veronica, she's got a lot of hair to balance out her long cape for her silhouette. So if you look at her, just all blacked out, you'd see somebody big, somebody intimidating. And with Bruno, he's got the big feathers coming out of his cloak, I'd assume? Yeah, his cloak and his armor. And then it ends in the long cape, giving him, as well, another big silhouette. I think that's a huge thing for Embla designs. Another thing is the head accessories, because both of them have a head accessory. I know Bruno's is a mask to hide his identity, but they both have head accessories. Be it the crown, be it the mask, be it the weird string thing on Veronica's face. I think those two things, oh, and the black feathers, are the most important things about Embla design. Let's see how well these resplendent units do with those design aspects. First on the chopping block is He's lacking that big silhouette that I had talked about, that I like to associate with Embla characters. His blue that he has is a bit bright. It's not a vampy color, I'd think. If it was a lot more of a washed out blue, I could see it doing a bit better, but it doesn't scream Embla to me. He's got the feathers, which is nice. He's got a lot of the geometric shapes, which is good, but he also has the little head crown. I know that's from his original design, but he's just so close. I wish there was less blue, and for the blue to be darker, and for him to have either a cape or some sort of thing adding volume to his silhouette. I'm gonna give Alm a 5 out of 10. Sanaki, she perfectly has the silhouette. So I know that's formed mostly by her sleeves, and potentially her posing. I can't really tell because it looks like she's stretching her arms out, but it gives that silhouette that I'm looking for an Emblem design. She's got the long cape, she's got the vampy colors, which work beautifully with her purple hair. She's got the arm, or the golden bits, gently weaved throughout. It's not as prominent as Asker designs, but it fits great. Feathers, she's got everything. And of course, she's got the headband. Again, from her original design, but who knows? I think she's a perfect Emblem design. I'm gonna give her a 10 out of 10. Sophia! Doing better on the silhouette. Significant improvement to Alm. She's got a nice flowy cape. I love the wings that are coming out from the cape. However, a thing I need to ding is the white. Yes, Bruno has white in his design, but I believe that's to tie him to Asker because he has a history with Asker, so it makes thematic sense. With Sophia, the white is a little too much, I think. What I would have liked to see is it being more of a gray instead of white because it feels too bright, too cheery, not enough dark vampiness. But she does have the dark purple in her cloak and a red sash, which is good. She doesn't really have much armor, which is fine. She's a mage, and only really Bruno has the armor. She is missing a headdress, which is sad because they could have done something really cool, adding to her silhouette a little bit more, flaring all of the wings around her cloak, and maybe having them end up in a wing kind of crown. I'm not gonna draw that out, and if you can decipher my brain vomit, go ahead. But with Sophia, I'm gonna improve her score from because just was so close. So Sophia's gonna get a 6 out of 10. Young Tiki! I have problems with her being an Embla, but you know, just gotta deal with it. We are missing a lot of things about Embla in her design. Yes, she's got a vampy color, being that dark, pinkish red. Great. She's got the black, she's got the feathers, and she's got these weird scarf things that I'm guessing are tying to a cape and adding more to that silhouette that I was talking about. It doesn't feel right. And I think one of the key aspects of that is she doesn't have tall boots. Her boots are little tiny boots. And it's showing off a lot of leg skin and her arms as well. And if we look at both Veronica and Bruno, they are very covered. Veronica barely has her hands showing, she's barely got this little part on her chest showing, and just her face. And Bruno, he's covered up until his face. So it feels so wrong for an Emblean character to show this much skin. And I understand why they did it for Tiki, because her outfit's like that. They just took her outfit, coated it with Emblem. I wish they would have gone a little harder. I wish they would have given her, I think what would have just fixed it is taller boots. If she would have had tall boots that maybe even just weren't all the way up to her dress but covered up enough of her legs, I think that would have done it. It would have balanced out having her arms being shown. She's got the headdress. I don't know why they added, I think they're feathers to her ponytail. It feels a little weird. I wish it was a ribbon, to be honest. Maybe ending in feathers. Other than that, I think it's a okay design. I actually will say that her silhouette isn't very domineering. It's more, I mean, I know she's a kid, but having the empty space for those weird scarf things just makes the design significantly less powerful. So I'm gonna give young Tiki a 4 out of 10. Finally, our last Emblean character is Nino. She has the same problems as does. Blue is way too bright. It is not dark enough, vampy enough. She's got the purple, which is a good purple. It's a little bright, but with Nino, I think you need that little bit of brightness. She's also got the same problem as Sophia, with the white being featured. What I think would have been great is if it was just black, having her cape be black. But you can keep the little pockets of white for her sleeves, because I think that's cute, and adding black there, it might work, it might not. She does have a more intimidating silhouette than however, it's not extra enough. Oh, and she has the same problem as Tiki. She's showing all of her legs. She doesn't have tall boots. That's another problem. She just has all of the problems meshed into one. I'm sorry, Nino. You're getting a 3 out of 10. You were just, there's so many aspects that could work, but it's not there. Well, that one was a bit different from the Asker one, huh? I know I said a lot of things this video, but regardless of all that, I want to say which one's my favorite Resplendent from Embla. Regardless of how well the design fits into the world, I'm just talking about my personal favorite, and that's Sanaki. Oh, I love it, I love it. I know the art is, Sanaki already had really, really good art, but I just love the design for Embla Sanaki. It's beautiful. Who's your favorite Emblean Resplendent hero? Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for the future ones? Because I know I am. Oh boy, the next one's gonna be a doozy. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Keep fighting your battles, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo!